this crocodile is sleeping. The mother was almost scared to death by the scene in front of her. She rushed forward with all her strength to grab her son, and ran away as fast as she could. When the crocodile saw this, it knew there was a big misunderstanding. It quickly took a shortcut to block the mother and son's way. It wanted to explain, but couldn't speak, so it tried to clear up the misunderstanding with its singing.
I wanna stop and thank you, baby.
Looking at the singing crocodile in front of her, the mother was full of fear, thinking she had drunk too much fake alcohol, and was having hallucinations. No matter how her son explained to her, she still couldn't believe what had just happened. After sending the boy to school, she had just returned home when she heard singing coming from the bathroom. She could only pick up a broom to embolden herself, summoned up the courage to push open the bathroom door, and the scene in front of her made her doubt her life again. The crocodile was actually taking a bath in her bathroom, but she had no choice but to turn around and run. The crocodile, not caring about the bubbles on its body, hurriedly followed behind the mother, going to apologize, wanting to explain to her, but the mother still thought the crocodile shouldn't stay in her house. Seeing that being gentle didn't work, unexpectedly, the crocodile resorted to force directly, grabbed the mother and started dancing with her. This move instantly conquered the mother completely. The mother hadn't been as happy as she was today in a long time. With the crocodile's help, they even made a big cake together. When the boy came home and saw this, he was completely shocked. He didn't expect his mother to have accepted Layla so quickly. Since then, the mother seemed to have suddenly become 20 years younger, and would even take the initiative to draw portraits of Layla. In the evening, the three of them enjoyed Layla's special dinner together, looking as warm as a family of three, and the mother's recent changes soon aroused the father's suspicion. Finally, on this day, he couldn't help but ask his mother if there was someone else outside. Under the father's questioning, the mother had to tell the truth. Seeing a huge crocodile come out of the bathroom, his frightened look was exactly the same as when the mother first saw Layla. He pulled his wife and son and ran desperately out of the house. Opening the door, they met the magician who had just arrived. Because Layla resented the magician for abandoning him for so long, he didn't intend to pay attention to him. But when the magician played their special rhythm, Layla still rushed into the magician's arms immediately. But now, he had grown so big that the magician could no longer hold him, and was even pressed so hard that he couldn't breathe. Since the magician came, the house has become more and more lively, but the noise every night made the father unable to sleep. But fortunately, the smart Layla had already seen everything. In order to make the father completely accept him, when only the father was at home, Layla threw his battle uniform to him, then whistled, and a battle between men officially began. Facing an adult crocodile, the father was soon beaten to the point of being unable to fight back. Just as Layla was about to win, he deliberately showed a flaw, allowing the father to lock him to the ground. Layla understood that sometimes losing is the real victory. Looking at the father's excited expression after winning, Layla knew that he had completely integrated into this family at this moment. They thought they could live a peaceful life from now on, but the magician still didn't give up his dream of training Layla to become an international superstar. Watching the magician wanting to take Layla to perform, the boy, who didn't want to lose Layla, tried his best to stop it, but the magician still insisted on taking Layla away. But it didn't take long. The magician came back looking lost. It turned out that Layla was afraid to perform on stage, and the magician decided not to force Layla anymore. He planned to accompany Layla for the last time, and then leave here forever. They took Layla to wander the streets without hesitation, eat in restaurants, and even take a taxi to ride around the streets. The Shar-Pei on the road barked frantically at Layla, and Layla just responded politely, which instantly scared the Shar-Pei into submission. After some time, the magician also left. The family, along with the crocodile, lived a plain life.